One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you smaller.
Your Health Matters with Karl Sterling on News Radio 570 WSYR on 106.9 FM and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
I take a couple uppers, I down a couple downers, but nothing compares to these blue and yellow purple pills.
Bring you the latest in health and wellness so you can get to the other things that matter. Here is your host, Karl Sterling.
Okay, we're back for the second hour here, and I was thinking about what we were talking about with Steve, epidemics of various things, right? Mm-hmm. Diabetes, obesity, this metabolic problems. We have an epidemic of people in pain.
Yes, we do.
So many people are in pain. So we're going to talk with a very special guest in just a moment about a product she has that we have at our clinic. In fact, now's the time. I already said everything else I needed to in the first hour. So my guest, our guest, I should say, is the co-founder and chief marketing officer of PlayOn Relief. Yes, folks, you've heard about it a lot because it's so good. She has a diverse background in incorporating a prior bio startup and extensive work in broadcast journalism as a talk show host, reporter, documentarian. She has interviewed some real, I got to check out some of these interviews, presidents, people in entertainment. This is really cool. And she also has a background in entertainment herself. Ultimately, what drives our guest is her commitment to helping people heal. So I'm just going to go right into introducing her. Her name is Eva Beim, and she, again, is the Chief Marketing Officer and co-founder of PlayOn Relief. Eva, it's wonderful to have you with us. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Karl. Wow, what an introduction. And thank you both, you and Elizabeth. It's really a pleasure to be here. And yes, you're right. Pain is an epidemic, Karl, and that's what drives us every day. That's where the passion comes from. And I'm just excited to talk to you both about a product you already have some experience with, right? I know you've been using it in your clinic.
Oh, yeah. I use it.
I use it.
A lot of our people use it, and we're finding it to be extremely helpful. So, and your son also, Jordan, is another co-founder, correct? The two of you?
Oh, yeah. He's terrific, and hopefully we can be on with y'all again in a couple months. We're going to be doing a new drop, another wonderful drop of this great product. And
oh, good.
We'll be bringing out some other products too, guys. But yes, my son Jordan Battaglia, he is amazing. I know he's my son. I'm a little biased, but graduated college a couple of years ago, and decided after. He was a football player, college football player, and an all-school athlete all his life. And he had been, he'd gone through injuries. He'd seen the injuries that I suffered, that his dad suffered, that we all went through. And nothing really worked, So instead of going off to do something else, he said, you know what, this is a science that was originally developed by Alex Battaglia, and I co-founded that company, the original company, with him years ago. So there's a lot of science behind it. But in the meantime, Jordan said, let's do this product, that's going to help people with pain relief. And we had tested it in the past before, guys. We had seen the amazing effects. Even better than the Voltaren, that a lot of people use, right. Which was very popular even as a prescription drug, right? And it's since OTC. But the long story shorter regarding that is we took that science and decided to really incorporate what I'm passionate about, and so is my son, and that's using natural ingredients only. I am, more and more, it's been on the radar for the masses. I've always been into this, before it was in vogue, but I think the more pure the ingredient, the more holistic we can approach our healing, the better off we all are, right? So
Yes.
if we don't use NSAIDs, if we don't have to take ibuprofen, why should you medicate the entire body with something that really isn't good for you? It's, once in a blue moon, you need that strong anti-inflammatory, that real drug.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a drug, right? We'd rather target it with something healing. And that's what this product does. And we're very excited about it. We're very proud of it. We're just happy to hear that it's working so great for the people in your world, too, guys.
Well, you should be proud of it. The natural ingredients aspect of this is particularly interesting to me. So there's camphor, arnica, menthol. Tell us, and then you have this, I know there's this, let's say, proprietary type of entity called Duracool, but why is it when you spray this on, it just works so quickly and it works for so long? Because, I don't know anything that lasts this long and works so quickly.
Well, thank you for that. That it is an amazing science. I think the beauty of it, just to try to paint a picture for people, is it kind of forms like a film on the skin, right? It's imperceptible, so that's nice.
Right.
It's not a patch, right? We know that. You just spray it on. But there's something in the cellular, without going into too much science, I don't want, this is radio, right? We don't want to put people to sleep. But it actually passes through the skin cell barrier. So that's as scientific as I'll get for folks. But the beauty of it, I call it my liquid gold, or, the magic, right? Reach for the magic is our caption. But the reason is that it kind of diffuses through the layers of the skin, Karl. So then it has this effect that it does last longer. I mean, we've proven it scientifically to last longer. So what it does is it carries these ingredients that are wonderful, like menthol, which is cooling. It's been around forever, menthol, right? And we use only the natural one, not synthetic. Mm-hmm. Camphor, which is warming for the muscles. Arnica, we know. I know it's not quote unquote proven by the FDA, but arnica we all have come to realize is wonderful. It helps reduce swelling. It helps reduce bruising, and our proprietary ingredient also is anti-inflammatory. So, in a nutshell, you're just putting fabulous things, into the muscles, into the achy parts of your body, even in those spasms that some of us get in our neck and shoulders. One of the people who first tested this over a year ago, a doctor herself said, I slept better. I thought, well, I use it now for that as well because it calms the muscles down, right? And it does last a long time. It's at least twice as long. We can say that on a radio show here, right? I can't make that claim to the FDA yet because they'll charge $2 million.
No. We can say that. And I can attest to, I was going to say it's usually at least twice as long, more like 3 times as long from the feedback we get. So I have no documentation, no scientific, I just have feedback from users, and this is dozens and dozens.
That's wonderful.
Elizabeth, I think Elizabeth has a thought.
Well, I was just thinking about the nerves in your body. It doesn't affect the nerves because it's all so natural too. It goes into the muscles, and calms the nerves too. That makes you have those pain sensations. Do you want to call them that? It's very relaxing, and it smells nice.
Yeah, it does. I like it too.
I love that, Elizabeth. Thank you. Yeah, no, it's really fun. I mean, and I say fun because, healing is a serious problem. People are always looking for a better way to heal the pain. And, for us, really, how does this begin? When we have pain, we don't want to get out and have fun, right? Mm-hmm. We don't want to move, we can't move. And I know you work with people that are just amazing. I've seen some of the video of the people you work with, with Parkinson's or with,
right.
trouble walking. Oh my God, my hat's off to those people for their efforts, and to you guys for what you do there at the clinic. It's just remarkable. I wish, we got to open one up out here on the West Coast. I can't wait for you to do that.
We're working on it. I'll tell you more about that off air. I completely spaced out. I'm so into this conversation. I went over a minute over our break time. So, Eva, we'll be back. Everybody will be back in a couple of minutes after this short break. Okay, we are back, and our guest is Eva Beim, co-founder and chief marketing officer of PlayOn Relief. You've heard about it. We use it. We love it. Our people use it. Our people love it. Elizabeth, you wrote a note about somebody we work with who was in pain 2 days ago.
Yeah, she fell, hurt her shoulder, and we sprayed it on her, and she was feeling a lot better after about 5-10 minutes,
I should
maybe.
text her, see how she's doing today. It didn't seem like anything was broken or torn, but I'm not a doctor, and I don't have like X-ray vision, so I couldn't tell. But it's just amazing when people. So Eva, I love it. Like, one of my favorite things is, this is almost a joke. If you watch me, it's actually silly, almost stupid silly. I've got a bottle of this stuff in my hand. I'm like, who's next? I'm going to spray you. And then, me. Okay, spray. Like 5 seconds, 10 seconds later, it's like, who could I spray next? Because they're all like, oh my gosh, it feels better already. Oh, wow. Oh, let me have some of that. I'm going to buy some. So
amazing.
That's the kind of, seriously, that is, I'm not exaggerating at all. This is the kind of feedback we get, the response we get. So I'm curious to know, like, if we look back in time before all the drugs that we can pop, pills and all that can reduce inflammation, but you're taking things internally then. Before we had all these special medications, I mean, people were using plants and oils and this and that and menthol, and I think a lot of things seem to be coming back around slowly, as it seems to be, but to a more holistic, natural approach. And this is one of those products that it's all natural. It's, so.
It's funny because if this were a video interview, you'd see my head nodding, up and down in enthusiastic agreement with you. I kind of got hooked on, I don't like to binge watch too many things, but I got a little bit hooked on this Outlander.
Oh, that's a great one. Yeah.
Phenomenal, right? And she, of course, is a woman who was trained as a nurse in the 40s and goes back in time into the 1700s, right, Scotland, and it's fascinating. And a lot of it is how she finds the medicinal uses of, plants, right? The good old days, the stories we've heard of, some people call them witch doctors, or some people call them shamans or healers. Look, I am a believer in incorporating Eastern medicine and Western medicine. I really am. I mean, I have doctors in my family. I have scientists in my family, and science has done tremendous things for the longevity of our lives, right? I won't deny that. However, I think that along the way, some of the amazing properties right in our earth got lost in the shuffle for a while.
Yeah.
So I am in complete agreement, Karl and Elizabeth. I think that bringing the beauty of it is utilizing the science and utilizing the ability to test the science we have, which again, it's this film that is created, causes these beautiful, pure, active ingredients from the earth to last longer and work better. So it is kind of that combination, right, of all of that. But it's true. I think more and more people are learning. Oh my gosh, why do you think arnica became so popular?
Oh,
arnica
exactly.
became popular because it's the arnica plant, arnica flowers, right? And all of a sudden, everyone's arnica this and gel, and even you find it in doctors' offices if you're going in for surgery. Particularly, I've seen in plastic surgeons' offices, they'll say pop a little pill under your tongue a couple days before, a few of them. But it still doesn't have the amazing effect that our product does. Anyway,
Yeah.
may I please say one more thing about arnica, guys?
Oh, please.
So we are very proud of this. We are so particular, not quite perfect. We are perfectionists, but we're so particular about our ingredients that we couldn't find an arnica we really liked. And Jordan found this farm in Colorado. It's the coolest thing. And we have created our own tincture because we wanted the very best arnica we could have for our product. Isn't that amazing?
It is amazing. It is
So,
amazing. Yeah.
I know. And it's a beautiful, organic farm, and it's out in Colorado. And, we claim everything is natural. This is, again, as you guys know, so important to us. But I will, as time moves on, and I want to go out and visit them personally. I have not done that yet. I may get out there this summer. It's a beautiful thing. So as we go for your patients, for our users, for the PlayOn community we love and that we're building, we just want to keep bringing this just the best we can, into the product. And again, just, this isn't just to sell my product. This is just to talk about the importance of people being active. That's something I really wanted to discuss with you both today, too. Right?
Well, yeah, it's like this spiral, right? So we could, I'm just going complete stream of consciousness right now. But for example, maybe we're not moving enough or we're not moving well and we're having some pain for whatever reason, which makes us not want to move because we have the pain, or we want to eat more because we're anxious, stressed, depressed. But bottom line is pain is everywhere. We see it every day. Every single day that I'm in my clinic, I have at least one person, a lot of times multiple throughout the day, on the table, therapy table, administering treatment, vibration and other things through a pulse therapy and whatever, and PlayOn Relief too. We use this a lot of times. It's the icing on the cake, if you will. We'll put it on last. We could put it on first in some cases, but sometimes we put it on last, and it's like the icing on the cake. But it's sciatic stuff, lumbar pain, sciatic going right down to the feet type of things, neuropathy, and through power plate and all this, we can a lot of times help to diminish neuropathy. But then we add a little PlayOn Relief to help diminish, some of the other pains. And I guess what I'm getting at is there's a lot we can do in a short amount of time, including PlayOn Relief, that sends people out the door after a few minutes or maybe an hour at the very most, feeling better. What happens when they feel better? They're more likely to move. Their attitude is better. They have some kind of hope. All these things spiral upward together instead of getting stuck in the downward spiral. So I can't thank you enough for creating this stuff and, being here with us to share about it. We're definitely testimonials for you.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, both of us. We got a minute before we go to the next break, and I won't go over on this one because this is the bottom of the hour news. But can you enlighten us on anything in 1 minute?
In 1 minute, yes. The beauty I think the beauty again of our product in general is that all these beautiful ingredients are natural, but they lack a delivery method to help them stay on the skin, work faster, and last longer. And when you've got that, we're going to get outside or even in your clinic, and we're going to move a little faster, and our exercise is going to last a little longer, and everyone's going to be happy and feel much better. Happier world. We need that.
Oh, my gosh. We do. We do. Yep. So we're going to head off to a break, folks. You're listening to Your Health Matters here on News Radio 570 WSYR. Our special guest is Eva Beim. We'll be back after the bottom of the hour news break. Thanks for listening. Okay, welcome back, everybody. So this has been really fun to learn about, how this product came about and the natural ingredients in PlayOn Relief. Our guest is Eva Beim. Eva, it's great to have you here. I've said it a number of times, and I'll say it again, that we love it, our people love it, and we know that it's a very effective product to help relieve pain, and it lasts a lot longer. I'd say on average 2.5, 3 times longer is what we're getting from people. And by the way, the lady with the shoulder issue just texted me back. She's okay.
That's great.
So there we go. I mean, it's nice to know.
Wonderful to hear. I love it.
So,
Yeah.
we had talked a little bit off air just about, Vicks Vapor Rub, for example, right? I mean, a lot of us are familiar with that when we were, particularly me when I was a kid. I haven't used it in 50 years probably, but I mean, it is possible with, let's say, precautions being taken. It is possible you could maybe spray this on your chest to use for breathing, correct?
I think it's such an interesting thing because there's so many avenues we could go with these wonderful products and these ingredients. But, I think I was mentioning to Elizabeth off the air that it's something I, for the first time, tried on myself. I have to check with my co-founder and my boss, my son.
Yeah, okay.
My boss. But I think that it's something for us to consider. I know that I sprayed a little on there because I was feeling really congested from allergies, and I held the bottle kind of near my nose, just to smell it. As you mentioned, Karl, the old days of the Vicks Vapor Rub or whatever it was that our moms maybe or parents used to spread on our chest to help us breathe better. I mean, I can't see how it could be anything but helpful. And, why not? As long as obviously you keep it away from, your face so it doesn't get in your eyes or your mouth per se. But yeah, I mean, look, I would be very curious to see what people say. One of the things, if I may, I'd like to circle back quickly to what you mentioned about your patient with the shoulder problem. This product of ours obviously is, we love PlayOn because it works not only once somebody's injured or in pain and it helps relieve their pain. We also, we can't fix bones. We say reach for the magic because it's phenomenal, but it's obviously not magic, right? If you've broken a bone or it's a very, very deep pain and someone needs a surgery. Mm-hmm. But the other way we like to use it, speaking of its uses, is before you go and work out. So if I know, for example, guys, like I have a knee issue from a bad accident I'd had, that old knee, right, or shoulder when I go swimming, I spray it before I work out. So it helps the inflammation come down, and it helps me work out longer, or it helps me work out happier because I'm not in as much pain, and then later in the day I will spray again to just help continue that anti-inflammation working. So those are a couple of ways that people can use it. And but I think I'm curious. I'd love to hear what you guys say, just anecdotally, Elizabeth, in terms of using it.
I'll try it.
Yeah, we'll try that.
I'll try it soon.
I use it before I work out too, if I'm running. Like I like to do a training for this event in a couple months, and I'm doing hill sprints, and very happy to report that my hill sprints are the fastest they've ever been in my adult life. But I do have a left hip issue, or not serious, but I'll spray with PlayOn before I run. I'm going to do it today in a while. I'll spray pre-workout, and it's going to help me get through it a lot better and longer. I'll do more hill sprints because of it. So, yeah, I love it.
That's wonderful. I just want to, it's so fun because we have so many different people from different walks of life using the product, from 18-year-olds to 90-year-olds, right? We have a group of a really big and growing community of ultra runners. Do you guys know what ultra runners are?
Oh, yeah, sure. Well, So that would be
Not running.
a lot of running. Well, like a mega marathon, like a ultra marathon, like a 30-mile, a 40-mile, or maybe 5 marathons back to back. I mean, 150 miles.
Okay.
Seriously, yeah.
These people are crazy. I went to one of these ultra marathons, or the ultra run, right? It was called Javelina 100. It's 100 miles.
Mm-hmm.
I witnessed it for myself. I thought, these people are nuts, but it's an amazing community and all ages, guys. You wouldn't believe it. We actually witnessed an 80-year-old who crossed the finish line. 100 miles.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
It's crazy. Yeah, they start at 6 a.m. on a Saturday and end at the next day on Sunday at 12:30. Some come in 12, 13 hours later, But the point is, we have a lot of people in the ultra community who love the product too, because it's quick. You spray it. You don't have to rub it. You don't have to think.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had people. It made me cry. That said, I could not have finished that race if I didn't use it, because it really, really helps them. I mean, this is just amazing to us, even though we know it works. I just love hearing these beautiful stories. But yes, Karl, I'm very impressed that you're sprinting and you're running more than you have in your adult life. That's unbelievable. Good for you.
Well, who's the famous marathoner, ultra runner you have on your website? Isn't there somebody on there?
He is wonderful. I love Joe Corcione. Joe is, and he has his own podcast too. He's wonderful, everyday ultra, and he's a younger guy, but he's had his injuries. He is on the website. You guys can read about him.
Yeah,
and he's an inspiring guy. He's recovering. He had been I guess he had a problem, an addiction early on in his life. And he turned his whole life around. I think you can relate to that, too, in some ways, Karl.
Oh, yeah.
And now the man is not just an ultra runner, but he's a coach. He's coaching others. He's this inspiration, and he gets out and runs. They even sometimes run 200 miles. Now, they take a couple little breaks, okay? But still, who are these people, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking at his thing on your page right now. 5-time Ironman CrossFit athlete. Oh, that's Eric Hinman. Yes, I've heard of him, actually. He's pretty well known.
I mean, you look at him at 43. You should have seen Eric he didn't look that way when he was 26. But Joe is beautiful, a beautiful person. And I just wanted to tell you one quick story about the Voltaren. Voltaren, it's branding too. It's a huge company that puts it out there, and it was fine, and it can work for certain people, but it's not the ingredients; it's the delivery system, and that's what I think has really made ours a game changer for people, and that's why we call it the New Age of Pain Relief, right? I mean, we really feel that way. And we want to stick to that and keep delivering for all of you,
Yeah. Well, I'm also looking here at Kai Caesar, the lineman. Mm. Now, I don't know anything about football. I don't watch it, except that they're always big guys.
Not always.
I was 6'2", and they're all taller than me. Even the smaller ones are taller than me. He's on your roster of people using it, too.
Yeah.
You're talking linemen. They're taking a lot of beatings, man.
Who's he playing for?
Yeah.
Who's he play for?
You know what? I think he's a free agent now. I'm not sure. I'm so, oh my gosh. Jordan, text me if you're listening.
Yeah, no problem. I'll find it. I'll figure it out.
Looks like he plays for and the picture he just showed me, it's Minnesota Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what that outfit is. I'm so embarrassed, guys. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Working out, doing meditation, doing yoga. I want to talk about that, too. It's so important.
Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, okay.
There you go, the Ravens. Thank you.
Okay.
He was with them, yeah. I think
he may have changed. Oh, he's just a little bigger than me. He's 317 pounds of all lean muscle. Oh, my gosh.
I know. Can you
Well, I tell you, I would need a lot of pain relief if he came after me. And guess what? I was so into this conversation, I almost missed that we have to go to break in 10 seconds. So we'll be back to finish up last quarter hour here with our special guest, Eva Beim. Thank you, Kyla and Elizabeth, for a reminder. We'll be right back. So, sometimes when we're working, you bother me a little bit,
Yes,
But
I know.
When I spray that stuff on you, you never go away.
I know. It's the only thing it doesn't work on.
Actually, it's more like the other way around, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need a whole bottle to keep me away, and then I still keep coming back like a
I
bad
know.
penny.
He picks on me all the time.
Yes, I do. We have a lot of fun at our place, and those of you who come in to work with us, it's a very, it's a community, and everybody gets to know each other, and we're really grateful to, I'm grateful to have you working with me and take such good care of our people, first of all. But our people are pretty awesome.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, we have some beautiful people. So, with that said, I know that if you go to PlayOnRelief.com, you're going to be able to get 40% off if you order. And there's a time limit on this, though. Eva, please tell us more about this, okay?
Yes. And by the way, P.S., you guys do have a lot of fun, and it's very fun to listen to you. I'm wishing I was on the East Coast. I could come to the clinic myself one of these days.
Please.
So, yes, we do. And the reason we have it's right now with all the, this excitement here. We have been selling out, and we're calling it the final 40% just for now. So for the next 24 hours, Karl listeners and, those of you who will hear this show, you can hop on our website, which is just simple, PlayOn, as it sounds, PlayOnRelief.com, and you will get that wonderful discount of 40% off. Also, we will be, in a couple weeks, we'll let you know. We'll keep you guys posted. We're going to be doing a pre-order campaign with some, surprises and fun things, and hopefully, get that bottle in your hands in September. So if you want this now, is probably a good time to grab it in the next 24 hours here, guys. So yeah.
Well,
yeah.
People who know me and know Elizabeth, who either come in to train with us, work with us, whatever, at our clinic, or they listen to us here, they know that we're really about helping people. We're not salesy, but sometimes a deal's a deal, and it's only a deal for a certain amount of time. And right now is the time to go on to PlayOnRelief.com and get your 40% off, because it'll be gone in 24 hours. So, meaning the discount will go away, and just do it. I mean, you're into how much money here? This isn't even $20 to order a bottle, is it?
No, not anymore. Well, especially with the discount.
With the discount, it's under 20, I think.
Yes.
It is. Yeah, it is.
I mean, you can go and buy a bottle of a pottle. Hey, that's a new word. Could be like a pod with a bottle. We call it a bottle of some kind of, ibuprofen or something else or whatever, pain relief, and not have that good of a stuff in your body. And you're cranking, your liver's cranking, it's working hard, and you're internally taking something. Well, drop a 20 or whatever it is, get this stuff. And we've never had anyone say that it didn't work to some degree, and usually to a great degree, almost always.
Always.
Yep. Some things are like a mystery, and I don't mean this in a bad way. Some things are just a mystery. Sometimes I think it's partly in the head. They don't want to believe something will work, so they just say it doesn't. Sometimes I think things are not in the head, and there's just something going on that is way deeper and needs medical attention or maybe an intervention surgically. But there's a time and place for everything. But 90-something% of the time, we spray somebody, they feel better, they buy a bottle, and they love it, and then they come back for more. They always come back for more.
They always come back for more.
Yeah, it's great.
Absolutely. And I think, look, the bottom line is something that, again, what drives Jordan and I and why we've worked so hard in building this company and continue to grow with this wonderful community of ours, including you guys. It's very fun, is our passion to get people active. keep people active. We know what it does for the brain. We know even in helping prevent Alzheimer's. You know, it's not a cure per se, but we know it. You guys know it. Exercise is amazing for the brain itself. As people get older, even they are more and more science is showing just 3 30-minute workouts a week. Just 3 right there is going to help protect the brain. And
Absolutely, yes.
the brain functioning better. So for us, it's really, truly a mission that we're on, and you know that we want to continue to perpetuate and spread the word. You know, I don't want to sound cliche, but we truly believe in this, and we see the difference. You know, my son is a CrossFit coach part-time. I teach yoga and meditation to people as well to just help the body feel better and the mind, right? We know that. So for us, there's a whole beautiful synergy of things happening, and that's really what is the basis for what we're doing here.
Well,
and
yeah.
as far as the product, they can go to our website and learn more about the science. We have a visual of it there. People can see it. So it may still be a mystery, but you know, it's beautiful. I will just say it's a beautiful science, and we're very, very, very proud of it.
Oh, you should be. You should be. So what you said about exercise and benefits for the brain, thanks for saying that, because I preach this stuff all the time, and I think people just get sick of hearing me, and they might not believe it. But, for example, something recently here from, I believe it's Dr. Dale Bredesen. No, wait a minute. University of Pittsburgh. Okay. Walking for 40 minutes 3 times a week resulted in, this is a study that was done, a large-scale study, 2% increase in hippocampal volume over the course of a year, which corresponds to reversing age-related losses by 1 to 2 years. So what's the hippocampus? Well, it's future planning, long-term memory. It's the part of the brain that is diminishing in size, and also, you know, brain cells are dying off in Alzheimer's. Guess what? It's the one of 2 areas in the brain that can birth new brain cells, the olfactory bulb, sense of smell, being the other one. So it increases in size because BDNF, which is created by a slightly elevated heart rate for a period of 15, 20 minutes or more, that's going to help us to grow new brain cells and avoid Alzheimer's, or maybe slow it down, or as Bredesen, and he'll be on in a couple of weeks, reverse it. We've got to head out, folks. We have got to head out. Eva, I want to thank you so much for joining us.
You're so welcome. It was my pleasure. And yes, exercise is a transformative thing. It's good for the brain, the body, our happiness and well-being. Thank you so much for having me, guys. It's been a pleasure.
My pleasure completely. Go to PlayOnRelief.com. Get your 40% off. You have 24 hours to do it, folks. Do it. Just go. Just do it. You will not regret it. Also, be sure to visit KarlSterling.com, Karl with a K, and learn about what we do and how we can help you. Or stop in and I'll spray you one, and I'll spray you with PlayOn. And you'll walk out with a bottle, or you go out and you'll buy some. Elizabeth, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Always great to have you with me.
Always great to be with you.
And thanks, everybody, for joining us. We're just so excited to be here. And we'll be back next week with Wes Parker and Laura Almos, who are going to be talking about fighting back against Parkinson's. Thanks, everybody. Have a fantastic week.
The preceding was a paid program by Karl Sterling. The content of this show is that of Karl Sterling and does not represent the views of the station or iHeartMedia. Some of the information contained in this program has not been approved by the FDA, nor is it intended to diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure any diseases. Information has been for general information only, and before considering anything discussed, you should contact your doctor or primary care physician.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply.